How's everyone doing? Welcome to the final episode of After the After Hours with your boy TraderPrad. The final day of this week is tomorrow going to be a free fall Friday. Now get ready for tomorrow. Powell going on the microphone. Powell going on the microphone again. Get ready for tomorrow. So I do have a watch list ready, but if you guys are ready, hit that like and subscribe. Hit that like and subscribe. Thank you guys for all the love. Thank you guys for all the support. Started. Why don't we dive into the full screen and hit that like and subscribe. Yo, I'm here. Just running a little late. Feeling like $1 million. Feeling like $100. Maybe not $1 million, but feeling like $100. Nose is a little runny. The cough is still there, but a lot better than yesterday. So I'm very glad that I didn't stream yesterday. I know a lot of you, TH, was not happy about me not streaming last night. Look, I wasn't feeling the best, okay? And we got a busy week ahead. This is a Ricola in my hand. Shout out to Ricola, not sponsored. We got a busy week over here with today, obviously one of the biggest days of the, I guess you could say, 4 years, right? It happens every 4 years. The biggest trade of every 4 year. Opportunities happening before the day, opportunities happening right now, opportunities going to happen tomorrow and all of the next 4 years. So that's the point of I guess the election trade setup, right? It's such a huge deal. Who wins? Who loses? What type of trade opportunities do we get? If If the wrong person, I don't know what's wrong or right, but if the wrong person wins, the market could get scared and really flush to the downside. And if the right person wins, the market could really like that and send it to the upside. Currently, we already have a little bit of an idea as to who the market favors to win, because we are seeing the market slowly trickle its way to the higher end. IWM going to the upside, Tesla going higher, DJT going higher, Bitcoin ripping up to the north side. So a lot of events over here pricing in. You kind of don't even need to open up the news channels. You don't even need to go to Google to find out who's winning right now, because you can see it in the market taking place. Sadly, it's 8 o'clock. That means it's past the market hours, so now it's going to be blue ocean hours. Now we got the overnight markets kicking in. Let's see what kind of liquidity the overnight markets are juicing over here, what type of trades the futures markets are bringing in also. And then obviously once the election data results do end up coming out, most likely it's going to be going late into tonight, going into tomorrow morning. I'm not expecting election numbers to come out as soon as possible. I'm not expecting them to come out before 1 p.m. at the very least, right? 1 a.m. 1 a.m. at the very least. So a little bit of back and forth time for the market till then. But then after that, it's just all bets on tomorrow. What can we trade? How can we trade it? How to take advantage of this massive event going on in the market. So it's going to just be, let's go. Let's party. This is game on. This is what we've been prepping for event, right? So this is what we've been prepping for all of our 4 years of trading. This will technically be my first election trade tomorrow. Technically my first election trade tomorrow, because the last election trade I actually never got to trade it. I was I guess coming into the market just around that switch over, if I remember accurately. So got to enjoy Trump being a president, and then obviously we had Biden. Maybe I did trade the Biden Trump election, but I don't remember prepping for it this much going into that one. Anyways, big day coming up over here. Very excited. Today we had monster movers, Palantir, Reddit. Wow, I didn't even see Reddit until much later on in the day. Reddit gave you a monster move to the upside. Going through my watch list over here that I have ready for you guys. I guess we can just dive into the full screen right now and start talking about some of these names. Let's show you guys the full screen. I don't know if you guys can hear it in my voice. A little sick right now. So tomorrow, tonight, after hours, and tomorrow pre-market, we got a bunch of names that look interesting that are on the watch list. Super Micro, rest in peace to Super Micro. We gotta play the where is the rest in peace one? What? Emotes. Do I not have it set up in here? That's crazy. Hold on. There we go. Coffin dance. We gotta do the rest in peace dance for Super Micro over there, because they are, one more time failing to I guess they didn't report again. They delayed their report, or I think if I remember correctly. We'll dive deeper into whatever happened with SMCI after hours more. Tomorrow pre-market, Celsius Holdings. That's the name that I've been watching closely, potentially to have as a swing trade. I know Victor was watching Celsius Holdings very closely, so we'll see how Celsius sets up going into tomorrow pre-market. Novo Nordisk, big name over there in the medical name. That is your what's that product called again? I'm drawing a blank on the product name. Ozempic, there you go. That's their Ozempic creator. CVS Health, another health name over there. Teva, Toyota, not really something that I've traded before, but it's a name if you are interested to keep an eye on that. Cedar Fair. So Aurora Cannabis. Ooh, how can I not see that one? Aurora Cannabis, but yeah. I'm not really gonna care about the cannabis industry. Maybe we should. If Trump wins, maybe the cannabis industry can really catch some traction. I think tomorrow, no matter what stock you trade, you'll just catch traction. I think Tesla will potentially be a big name to keep an eye tomorrow. DJT potentially a big name to keep on watch tomorrow. Palantir went up drastically to the upside today. Reddit went drastically to the upside today also. So lots of names for us to be interested in. Going over to really quick, take a look for the election results. Let's see who's ahead right now. This is the NBC stream, and we got, looks like Republicans in power. Ooh, 90 against 27 against 270. So Trump might just take this beep. So Trump is potentially going to take this, and you can see that being reflected in markets across the board. IWM, BTC USD very close to breaking all-time high. I mean, I'm thinking this could very easily break all-time high today after this election number comes out. We know that Trump was very pro Bitcoin, and was previously, actually, there was a little clip that I saw of someone asking him Bitcoin question, and the way he answered it, I don't remember the answer exact, to be frank, but it sounded very bullish if I remember, because I was talking to a bunch of other people about it, and I was talking about it in a bullish way, and I remember them agreeing with me. Sadly, I can't remember what the clip was or the question was, but I do remember Trump being a bullish person for Bitcoin, and you can see how Bitcoin is reacting to at the moment, up 2.7%, heading straight up north. DJT in the after hours pushing back up to $40, actually going higher than 40, okay, but pulling back down most likely now in the overnight market. As we are watching, the numbers keep on favoring our boy Big Daddy Trump Daddy taking power most likely for his second term. Can people who are from America in the chat let me know, can Trump run again after this 4 years? Is it only consecutive two periods, or is it 2 periods overall? That's the max you can run as a president in America. So does that mean that Trump can, after these 4 years, run again and then be a president again, or these are his last 4 years as a president? If it is, then ladies and gentlemen, we got to be ready for probably the best 4 years of the stock market we'll ever have, and then after that the market most likely crashes. No, he can't run, says TH. Thank you, TH. So looks like Trump Daddy cannot run for round number 3, because obviously 2 is the limit. I knew 2 was the limit, but I don't know if it had to be 2 consecutive or 2 at any time and period of existence, and then 2 was it, I guess. Very sad, because I would have loved, as a Canadian, obviously I got no horse in this race, but as a market guy, as a trader, having Trump in the market was great last time. Sadly, I was just a beginner at that moment, so I couldn't really take advantage of it. Granted, I did take advantage of it in some periods, and I was able to be profitable of that. But, now with everything that I know now in the last year, I'm so much better than what I was, so I can't wait for another 4 years of Trump in this market. Bring me the trades, baby. Bring me the trades. The biggest indicator was having Trump's Twitter on your screen somewhere, because anytime he tweeted, whatever he tweeted about, if there was a stock related to that tweet, that stock started rallying. Trump was just the Trump alert itself was such a beautiful indicator to play off of, so I can't wait for opportunities like that setting up again. Let's go. Let's get DJT in power. 99 to 27. Is this live? It is live. So Blue Ocean, anyone with Blue Ocean, let me know. Maybe can I see Blue Ocean market somehow? Hopefully I can. Let's see. Yahoo Finance. Do they show Blue Ocean prices? It'll be interesting if they do. How to get Blue Ocean market prices. Blue Ocean market live prices. Ever since OpenAI did their AI stuff, now Google's incorporating their AI in here too, eh? I've been watching a lot more of these AIs come out. Interesting. Call Blue Ocean for pricing. Man, I want to get it for free. Why doesn't any brokerage... Wait, am I not live? Should be live. Why does it not say I'm live? That's weird. Oh, I am. There you go. I just want to get Blue Ocean prices. I wish TradingView showed you Blue Ocean prices. CFD, no. Blue Ocean, Blue Ocean, Blue Ocean. I mean, eventually, NASDAQ, or is it New York, or I guess both, they're going to be running kind of 24/7, so that's going to be cool. Let's see what happens. But hey, we got markets moving right now, ladies and gentlemen, and we are very, very excited as to who the victor of the market will be. Where did my watch list go? There you go. So let's start with some of the names that reported today. Let's just start with top of the watch list. I have Palantir on the watch list. Palantir reporting somewhat decent, right? 10 cents per share. Growth at the end of the day was the main factor, and we've seen how AI companies, I wonder if Palantir falls under that episodic pivots ideology as to go long. This is a growth company. They were reporting red for so long, and then eventually they started reporting positive and they started making money, and then they had 4 terms of making money, then they got added to the S&P 500. So this could very well end up being a big company, and to move a company like this, the shares like this for a stock like Palantir is not a small float growth company. Palantir is a very large float. They have like 2 billion shares, I think, if I remember. And that's why I was like, man, to move Palantir, it's going to be a lot of buying required. So many people need to come in, hedge funds and all kinds of big buying needs to come in to really move Palantir. And you can see that started shifting right around when they started going profitable. You started seeing 400 million days, 400 million days, 200 million days. And people really stepping up to the plate and saying, we respect Palantir's game. Alex Karp, the PayPal Mafia. If I remember correctly, he was PayPal Mafia. If I'm wrong about that, I apologize. But if not, maybe not Alex Karp, but the other guy, Peter Thiel, wasn't he Palantir? If he's Palantir, then I think he is the guy who was also in PayPal Mafia, right? Palantir wiki. Let's go check that out. That's because my mind wants to figure it out. Yeah, Peter Thiel. There you go. Founders of also PayPal. Boom. Palantir. Facebook investor. So, another home run, right? So I can see Palantir being one of the next big companies, used big time in the government, used by other commercial companies too, more contracts coming in. But I guess if you look at the price to earnings ratio, these guys, you could say they're a little expensive, just a teensy weensy bit expensive, right? So if reality is to kick in, the stock could really take a big beating. But with the way it's moving now, let's just deal with the current variables. I'm not saying Palantir can't go to $100 in the near future, but I'm also saying you got to be careful of some of the variables. For example, look at the moving averages. The 200-day moving average is at $30. The stock is at $52 nearly. So we got a lot of room back to where investors would really buy this position. If you're an investor and you like Palantir, you would be looking to buy it closer to the 200-day moving average for the longer term hold, unless you're trying to swing it or you got some other plans or whatever it is, right? So at the moment, this is quite a bit of a dislocation, so I'm not really expecting big buyers to step in and keep rallying Palantir higher in the near term, but that could all change with this election. So that's why you got to be very careful having any sort of a bias going into tomorrow. Just got to play the technicals. Let's see how the today's high comes into play. 51.50, $52. Is Palantir able to hold above 52? Let me quickly show you my chart on Palantir today. I feel like I was tapped into the matrix when it came to Palantir. Here's my chart on Palantir. Was watching only Palantir and a couple other small cap positions right off the open, and I saw Palantir set up perfectly right off the open. We are flushing to the downside. We are hitting $47, and it's not really able to stay under 47 too much. We get back through 47, so I punch my long position. We get back slightly under 47, make a new low. We go back through 47, I punch long again, and then we get slightly above 47 this time, and then anytime we pull back below 47, we just ramp past 47 to the upside. So I figure, all right, let's add more to my position. Over here, I should have really gone 3 times, 4 times my real size, because we know how bullish this move over here sets up usually for, and quickly taking some profits as a scalp, holding for a bigger move over here later on into that $50 area. The whole idea was, I don't think the stock will break 50, or even if it does stay above 50 too long, because this move, this volatile move, is a little crazy. The stock, usually stocks with that much volatility don't really have another leg of volatility behind them to keep on rallying higher. So I'm not really expecting this one to go much higher than 50, 52, 50.20, 50.30, and then potentially give you a VWAP pullback. So I got some short in front of $50. It never really broke 50. There was a little bit of size in front of 50, so a little bit of seller in front of 50 also. That 50 seller never broke, so I was able to catch a nice little scalp on the way down. Sadly, that's all that trade was. All it was a scalp. It wasn't a bigger trade. Because buyers kept buying up this position. So because how they kept buying it up, I did reload on the short slightly, very tiny amount of reload on that short. Once 50 breaks, I now get stopped out of my short, but I also flip long, and I'm able to scalp those positions. And I thought a bigger move would come out just from this breakout over here, but that breakout didn't really give you a big move that I was looking for, so I got completely stopped out. But after getting stopped out, after getting below 50, the stock gets right back above 50 and then starts having a little bit of battle, back and forth action over here. In that back and forth action, I'm now jamming my positions again, getting long, and then right back into today's day. I noticed the same problem where I had earlier. It's just struggling, goes back and forth, and I get stopped out on the way down multiple times. On the way down, the stock just breaks 2-minute candle lows, or the 9 bar on the 5-minute chart, or something significant for me to just say, okay, I'm done with this trade. I'm gonna take that quick scalp and walk away with it. Nice trade for me. I was tapped into the matrix, caught the beautiful long, caught the short, then I went re-long again, was just all the way in and out, flowing with the water, flowing with the shares, and just joining the party. My best trade on the day today, Palantir. So expecting some sort of hopefully we get some sort of a smooth action like that tomorrow. A dip into today's VWAP. Today's VWAP, basically the earnings VWAP. I think earnings VWAP should be exactly where today's VWAP is. Let's go take a look at it. Yeah, pretty much around where today's VWAP is. Today's VWAP on the 5-minute is around $50. Earnings VWAP around $40.50. 200-day moving average around $49.50. Sorry, I might have said 40. $49.50. So looking for some sort of a dip and hold into $49.50. don't want to see the stock get below 49.50. Hold around this area would be perfect for me to look long somewhere in the pre-market. But based on the action that we're seeing right now in the market, thanks to the major event going on known as the elections, the American US 2024 elections, Harris versus Trump, Trump versus Harris, 99 versus 27 out of 270 for Trump so far. And with all things going on in the market based on that, I will not be surprised watching Palantir actually gap up higher with the rest of the market, and then you look for a trade. You look for how the pre-market action sets up. I would love for the earnings anchored VWAP to potentially catch up with today's high. The stock is somewhere in these ranges. Off the open, we dip into today's high, and then we bounce off of today's high, which is exactly where the earnings anchored VWAP would have been, today's high would have been, and that for me would have will be the almost picture perfect exact setup that I took on the day today. Instead, I will be looking to hold this position way longer, because we have seen how earnings moves coupled with election events or big buying events that could step up in the market, put stocks like these, for example, Reddit with a monster 12% move today. So stocks like Palantir, Reddit, these growth companies that are showing you insane amounts of growth coming in. If I remember correctly, Reddit was actually 50% growth or something. So, you know, companies like these growing are great events, and if you group that with market being very bullish for at least the very next 3-4 years, then these stocks don't really have any reason to put the brakes on. We've seen how 2020 evaluations for stocks go. mRNA at $400, Carvana was at $400, and then it was nearly damn near bankrupt, and then you know, Carvana now going back into $400. So it's just all kinds of craziness that's setting up in the market. I mean, this is the market where the juice is really for us to make money as day traders. So let's try to keep looking for these opportunities, Palantir being one of them for the upside. We had GFS, another one that reported earnings today, a name that was destroyed for quite some time. Global Foundries, electronic technology, semiconductor sector. After reporting today, bouncing to the upside, almost pushing into, I guess exactly pushing into previous resistances, and then struggling around that. So at this point, it's almost a no-brainer, under over 42. That previous high was 41.73. Today's high was $42. So GFS is almost a very simple under over 42 for me if you are interested to look for a long. But I mean, there's so many names tomorrow that you can potentially trade because of this election catalyst. You go long any stock at this point, potentially you make money on tomorrow. All you have to do is manage your emotions, your risk, your exits and your entries. Don't FOMO and so on, right? So GFS, if it holds above 42, I think there's an easy long over there that you can lean on if you want to just be in a non-crowded trade. But if 42 finds weakness on GFS, I would be very careful on that one. Here we have A-Lab with the monster move today, breaking out again. Another semiconductor name moving into all-time high, finding resistance around the all-time high. I will not be surprised if the stock goes into like $100 tomorrow, right? So watch out for A-Lab to set up for another move. You want to watch for the earnings anchored VWAP. Again, like Palantir, you want to see how earnings anchored VWAP sets up. You can see how it basically rode today's VWAP, earnings anchored VWAP all day, and just kept going higher. There was a point where you could have gone long into $88 and gone into $95, $99 if you wanted to, but you know, I was too busy watching Palantir. Amazon, I had an Amazon short from 199/200 area. I had a bunch of small cap shorts. AGYFY short, that was a monster short. Where did AGFY actually closed today? Let's see. At what? It closed at $4.40. Okay, I basically had the best out then. Yeah, I basically had the best out. I think I got that right there, $4 out, and it closed 40 cents higher than where I got out, and it closed 40 cents lower than where I got in. So I basically made more money than most people. If you hold it till the end of the day, you only made 40 cents, whereas I basically I guess on average I made about 70 cents because I scaled out better. Here was my trade on that stock today. AGFY, small cap name, gapped up to the north side, took my trades, got in, pushed my size, was waiting for pops to take more size, never really got the pops, so I just had to manage the size I had. Anytime it broke some of my exit or hit one of my exit parameters, I started looking for exits. I was able to actually hold the stock for quite some time, and then eventually got stopped out after it took back through $4. Kind of just held that $3.80 to $4 area, I guess you could see right here, held that $3.80 to $4, eventually got through 4 and went back right back to 440. So that was AGYS, small cap name, not something that we want to be interested for tomorrow. A-Lab was the one that we want to be interested in tomorrow. Most likely not going to be distracted by small caps tomorrow. Well, if tomorrow's a long day on the market, everything is just ripping higher, then I'm potentially watching the stocks that are reporting earnings, the stock that reported earnings in a bullish way. Either they reported earnings yesterday, meaning today, either they reported earnings today, Monday, or tomorrow, and they're in a bullish report. They gapped up, the market's gapped up, everything's just, all the moons, the stars, the retrograde, and everything is aligning up for me to just take that trade. Boom, we're taking it. It just doesn't make sense to try to look for a small cap trade tomorrow, in my opinion, unless that one is almost an easy layup also. If it's an easy layup, then I will potentially trade it, but for the most part, I'll be watching stocks like Palantir, A-Lab. Tomorrow, Wynn Resorts, WYNN. This is potentially a name to not keep on watch. Absolutely got destroyed off of its earnings report. Dropped 9.3%. Got below its 200-day moving average. So if you're looking to short the stock, here's a name that you can potentially look to short on a pop. I'm not expecting Wynn Resort to get back above today's high, which also happens to be exactly, if you notice, 200-day moving average. Obviously, you won't know that because you don't know my chart colors. But right there, that purple color, the dotted 200-day moving average, the dotted one is the purple one. And that's exactly where the 200-day moving average and today's high intersect. So 93, I'm not expecting the stock to get back above 93 tomorrow. If it does have a pop, let me just get rid of these anchored VWAPs. Go, delete, thank you. And let me throw in the anchored VWAP for last night after hours. And that's the earnings anchored VWAP. So either a pop into earnings anchored VWAP, which is currently at, what is that, $88. If it rejects 88 clean and pushes back down, I think that's an easy short right there for more move downside. But with what I am expecting is the market to rally higher. Anywhere from $90 to $93 is where you get to, if you wait patiently enough, potentially you get a way easier, way better risk to reward, higher EV short on Wynn Resorts back down off of that area. So watching Wynn over there. SMCI, Victor in the house. What's up, Victor? How you doing, my friend? Great show last Sunday with Scott. Love watching that. Hopefully I'm on next time. Let's see if we get together for that one. SMCI. Dead. Boy, oh boy, am I glad that my manager talked me out from trying to YOLO options on SMCI. He mentioned SMCI options were too expensive. He said they were too expensive, $200 for a contract. That's just not worth it because the return might not be good for it, especially if the stock doesn't report well. So let's go find out what actually happened with the report here. Let's start with, where is it? $4.15. Okay, Supermicro announces An update from the Independent Special Committee and first quarter fiscal year 2025 financial information. Okay, is this the consolidated one? Supermicro expects to report prelim Q1 net sales 5.9 to 6 billion, prior 6 to 7 billion. Okay, so missed. Non-GAAP EPS 0.75 to 0.76, prior 0.67 to 0.83. So that's a little bit of a beat. Slash, I guess, in range. Supermicro Q2 full year 2025 net sales 5.5 to, okay, we kind of saw that one already. Alright, Supermicro shares are trading lower after the company lowered its financial outlook. Okay, that's not good. SMCI says following investigation led by independent counsel, the committee investigation to date has found the audit committee has acted independently and that there is no evidence of fraud or misconduct on the part of the management or the board of directors. Committee is recommending a series of remedial measures for the company to strengthen its internal governance and oversight functions. What? Alright, here's the main report. I wasted my time reading all those headlines. Let's continue reading over here. 5.9 to 6 billion, down from previous guidance range of 6 to 7. So missing the guidance, obviously. This is preliminary, so they didn't even freaking report. They're just guiding and reporting guidance again. They didn't even report. What is going on with this company here? What is going on with SMCI? The company anticipates adjusted earnings of 75 cents per share to 76 cents per share. It was previous guidance of 67 to 83. So I guess they 67 to 83 compared to 75 to 76. They're not really upgrading it, but they're not also downgrading it. It's kind of just within a range, right? So more bullshit tactics over here if you ask me. Supermicro expects a first quarter margin approximately 13.3%. The company said it expects to report the cash and cash equivalents at 2.1 billion, total debt at 2.3 billion. Q2 outlook expects second quarter revenue 5.5 to 6.1. The company anticipates second quarter adjusted EPS of 56 cents to 65 cents. The company's guidance appears to be soft and weighing on shares after hours. Stock plunge at, okay, independent EV resigned. Supermicro formed an independent special committee in response to information that was brought to attention in its audit committee. The company announced Tuesday that committee issued the following statement to Supermicro. The special committee has completed its investigation based on a set of initial concerns raised by EV. Following a 3-month investigation led by independent counsel, the committee's investigation to date has found that the audit committee has acted independently and that there is no evidence of fraud or misconduct on the part of the management or board of directors. So if there was fraud committed, they're saying if there was fraud committed, or maybe they're saying that the fraud was committed, because they're saying if anything did happen, the people acted on their own without the coercion of directors and the help of directors. So the directors are not at fault if it did happen, but it did not happen. Is that what they're saying? The committee is recommending a series of remedial measures for the company to strengthen its internal governance and oversight functions. Okay, so they're also suggesting, you know, better QA, better oversight, and make sure shit like this doesn't happen. And committee expects to deliver the full report on the completed work this week or next. The special committee has other work that is ongoing, but expects it to be completed soon. Come on, dude. Come on, dude. What is this company? What a joke. Supermicro also announced Tuesday that it continues to work diligently on filing its Form 10-K for its fiscal year ending June 30, but remains unable at this time to predict when it will be filed. What? Supermicro hasn't filed financial results with the SEC since May now. The Form 10-K was due on August 29. This stock could get delisting notice. Okay? This stock could actually find delisting notice. Supermicro received a notification from the Nasdaq stating that it was not in compliance with timely filing requirements on September 20th. Supermicro said it filed an extension and has a 60 days from date of notice to regain compliance. If If a plan is submitted and accepted by that time, the company could be granted up to 180 days to regain compliance. Supermicro said it plans to take all necessary steps to achieve compliance as soon as possible. Supermicro's management team will further discussion complete. What is going on over here? Wow, all right, I guess this one's a easy short tomorrow. Waiting for the pops. Easy shorts tomorrow on this one. Any pop back into today's range, you're just no brainer just shorting it, and all weakness is just invited on this name. I mean, yeah, you could get that little grant on extension for your delisting, but with the way you guys are behaving right now, I mean, how long does it really take to file a 10K filing, CPNG, to find a 10K filing? It shouldn't take too long, right? I would hope. You know, especially if with all the extensions that you're giving, and now you didn't even report earnings. You gave us preliminary earnings, so you didn't really report earnings again. More bullshit, more nonsense coming from our friends over at SMCI over here. Yikes, just not good, not a good story overall, especially if you're an investor. Your faith in them should be shaky. You should be very worried about them. Coupang, apparently a Korean Amazon. I thought this was a Chinese company, but apparently a Korean Amazon. Is it? Let's go read about this. In Seattle. Then why did a person I know call this company a Korean Amazon? I don't know. Anyways, a little bit of a flush on Coupang. You know, decent liquidity, selling off to the downside. A little bit of an uptrend in the near term. Looks like the report actually wasn't that bad. They reported 440% beat on EPS. Okay, what the hell? And a very tiny beat on revenue. Probably missed on a little sector here or there. I'm not really too interested on Coupang tomorrow. I think, you know, stocks like A-Lab, SMCI, Tesla, Palantir, all of these names are way more important for us than Coupang, honestly. So I'm not really even interested in Coupang. Here's a name, however, I will be watching tomorrow. We have an alert, and we've been having this alert for quite some time. This is a name that our friend Victor Investing was previously looking to invest in, and honestly, it could set up as something of a decent investment. Let's see how the report comes out tomorrow, especially with all of this juice that we got going on in the election and in the market. Speaking of which, let's go take a look at that juice real quick. Where is Trump and Harris? Really, it got that close? Yeah, not close at all. We got 105 to 30. We're whooping ass right now. He's absolutely killing it. Did they call it already? They must have called it already, right? Because that's GG. That's GG. She might as well drop out. That's basically GG. USA elections. 101 to 71. Okay, maybe they can't call it that quick then. These numbers are not real. Why do I see 105 to 30, but then I see 101 to 71? I guess this one's delayed. We're no longer looking at that garbage. We're gonna look at this one. So this is, you know what? Maybe we could do something fun for you guys here, since no one really messages me on that platform anyways, on Twitter and on, or should I say x.com, sorry, no one really messages me on x.com and Twitch anyways. We're gonna hide that stream. We're gonna add the live course here. No capture. Boom. There you go. Now, you guys have the live count. Boom. All right. Now let's get back to CELH. So especially with everything that's going on with our good election setups that are setting up at the moment, if CELH reports well, we do know that they've got a little bit of traction. They recently came out with some sort of a good news. If I remember correctly, they said that they are more popular. Someone did a survey and they are more popular than previously expected, which I called BS on. But if that is true, then their numbers should continue growing. They should not be diminishing. They should be growing. Let's actually go really quickly back to checking how the CELH growth looks like quarter to quarter, year to year. CELH statistics, financials, quarter to quarter. So see, you know, they should be growing. If you are the more better, is that even the right way? The better product. If you're the better product, if you're the more popular product, then you know, we should be seeing growth across the board. But we're seeing exact opposite of that at the moment. So unless we're seeing growth coming back into play, showing me that demand is increasing again. And the last time we did a little bit of a comparison, on Google Trends, but that one didn't really work out the way we wanted to. So let's try it again. Monster Energy. Worldwide. Past 12 months. Compare with Red Bull Energy. Okay, that's not gonna work. So we're gonna try yeah, I don't think that's true. That's you know, it's not picking up the energy drink. Celsius drink. Guess it is called energy drinks. I mean, it is called energy drinks, so it should pick it up. Is that combining all of them at the same time? That's hilarious. Celsius. CELCIU. What am I spelling wrong here? Is that how you spell it? Okay, maybe boom. Okay, look, now I actually gave you the right okay, this one actually could be legit. This one, you know, we're looking at the right product at this time. You can dive in deeper a little bit and look for, maybe we can try this one instead, see if that changes in your favor. Yeah, see, that really doesn't change, man. Celsius is not as popular as people say it is. I guess people don't really Google energy drinks, but if that's the case, then why is Monster Energy so Googled? If people don't really Google energy drinks, then why is Monster Energy so Googled? You know, so I don't know. I'm not buying it when it comes to Celsius. But if the technicals line up, there could be a day trade that sets up. You know, I'm okay being $4 late to the party. But if I am late to the party, that means the direction is right and I'll be able to catch, you know, a $20 move later on. So I don't really need to step in over here and make that gamble. I'm not really an investor, right? I'm not looking to invest. I'm looking to swing trade. I'm looking to day trade. So if the day trade sets up on Celsius, which is a move into $36, that's the first area of resistance. If Celsius starts to hold above 36, then that sets up for a beautiful move to the upside on CELH. That's a previous double top high before we started rallying on this position. We consolidate around that area a little bit before we crack down over here. So let's see if that area comes back into play. That's around $42. Yeah, it's around $42, $40.75, $42, and obviously 200-day moving average is much higher on Celsius. So if the report's bullish, then it's got to hold above 36. If it doesn't hold above 36, then there's almost a nothing burger. I'm not really that interested on Celsius tomorrow for a long. Maybe a short sets up from 36 failure for an opportunity to move back down, potential gap close back into today's high, a move back into 32, a move back into $33. That's a $3 per share short for risking maybe 50 cents. I'll take it. So Celsius 36, very much on watch tomorrow. Novo Nordisk tomorrow pre-market. This stock has been taking a little bit of a beating, I guess, a little overvalued. People saw competitors also step in for this stock. It has fallen down quite a bit now, I guess, right? Yeah, so the overvaluedness has died down quite a bit, but still, don't get me wrong, 36.80, a little overvalued. You would have expected maybe the 200-day moving average to hold up over there. Never did. Pushing to the downside. A little bit of a bearish pattern setting up on this stock now. Bearish trend. Maybe the earnings report tomorrow will actually come and rescue it. The stock did have a little bit of issue with their most excited drug, which is Ozempic. You know, they had production issues, limitations on how much they could produce. The demand for it was very high. Eventually all of that got fixed. You have other knockoff products, maybe I shouldn't say knockoff products, but other competitive products now that are also in the market. Eli Lilly, Hims, and a bunch of other companies offer you these same peptides that you know, help you reduce your weight and so on. So Ozempic was successful until it got copied. So we'll see if the earnings report has that very same trend that it's been having for the last few earnings report, which is that the copycatters have been undercutting you, or is Ozempic kind of regaining its brand recognition and moving back high side. Obviously they probably make more than Ozempic, but the most recent importance for this name sadly comes from that one drug. CVS, another one of those names that it's a boomer name, not really something that stands out when it's a big priority for me to trade. As a day trade, it's not something that I could really want to even keep an eye on off the open. There's going to be way better names to keep an eye on off the open. For example, Reddit, even Teva potentially is a better name to keep an eye on off the open tomorrow. So there's going to be even Coinbase, MSTR, IBIT, because where is Bitcoin right now? Bitcoin's at 71,000. Right, Bitcoin's up almost 2.5% on the day here as we're talking, waiting for election numbers to come in. We got 101. Do I refresh this page? Let's refresh it. It's still 101 to 71. I actually want to see what these look like. I'll show this. I'll show it to the main chat over here. So obviously everyone blew. Kamala already won. What is that? Vermont, New Hampshire, Massachusetts, Rhode Island. Really? New York? Connecticut? Is Rhode Island New York? Am I wrong by saying that? No, New York is New York. I guess Rhode Island is Rhode Island, right? Connecticut, New Jersey, Delaware, Maryland. Really? All these states just went blue? I thought at least Delaware. Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about here at all. Jeez. Texas, obviously red. Oh, we got some spots that are not red. Austin blue. I say not true. I say bullshit. Houston, blue. All right. Dallas, blue. All right. I mean, I say bullshit. Wow, Trump absolutely whooped Oklahoma. Arkansas whooped them. Wait, what the hell? Mississippi, only 4% reporting, and they already just gave it to Trump? What? How does this work? I guess the electoral votes are what also kind of step in over here, and then they just hand them the thing. What are the swing states? Alright, chat. Arizona, Georgia, Michigan, Nevada, North Carolina, Pennsylvania, Wisconsin. Wisconsin. Alright, Arizona at 10 p.m. We got another hour for that. Oh my goodness. Georgia. Where's Georgia? That's going Trump. So far. That's going Trump so far. So one swing state going Trump. Michigan. Where is Michigan? Yeah, don't judge me. I'm not American, okay? Where the hell is Michigan, dude? Oh, there it is. MI. Ooh, Camel is actually taking one of the swing states. Okay, Nevada. Shouldn't Nevada be somewhere here? There. That's at 10 p.m. North Carolina, NC. Where's North Carolina? Somewhere in the north, potentially? Isn't Idaho? No, it's not. Idaho. I'm not the hoe. Minnesota, Wisconsin, Iowa, Nebraska, Colorado, Mexico, California, Louisiana. Where is there? No, where did North Carolina go? Am I blind, chat? There it is, North Carolina. That's going Trump way. Pennsylvania. So we got 2-2 so far. Wisconsin. And then we got 3 of them that haven't done their numbers yet. Okay. I guess it's not as big of a beat as I thought it would be, huh? As I thought it would be. I thought he would just beat her by a landslide. At least that's how the market's fucking pricing shit in so far. Market's pricing in that he's gonna beat her by a landslide. So let's keep watching. Let's keep watching how this reaction happens. Reddit. Very, very excited to watch Reddit tomorrow. Here's the earnings anchored VWAP. So the stock basically reclaimed earnings anchored VWAP after a 2-day struggle and then rallied monster to the upside. So any pullback into the earnings anchored VWAP, today's VWAP, sorry, both of them will be very important to me. Earnings anchored VWAP actually coming in at 113, and then a little bit above 113 we got 118. So 118, 113, I'll be watching how Reddit potentially bounces off of these 2 levels tomorrow. After that, I just have basically the Trump names that I'm potentially watching. So here is what is going to be on main watch tomorrow. DJT. I put Apple as APPK. Not that Apple is a main watch. DJT, Tesla. Tesla's been catching a lot of traction going into the after hours due to the election. Along with that, we have Bitcoin. So IBIT, Coinbase, MSTR. These are the names that you potentially want to watch out for. MSTR could just absolutely rip people's face off and rally to the high side, even though they just had 100% float dilution. 100% float dilution. And people still want to buy MSTR, which doesn't make any sense to me. How expensive is MSTR? And they don't even sell anything. I want to break my fucking keyboard anytime I see MSTR. I just want to break my keyboard. Anyways, it's a great investment. I mean, a day trade, so I shouldn't be that mad. But I just don't understand this company. I don't understand it. I just don't get it. Don't get it. But hey, I don't have to get it. I just have to trade it. That's the beauty behind it. So I don't have to get it. I just have to trade it. MSTR tomorrow. Potentially making some crazy moves. Tesla will be on watch. Nvidia, even though SMCI has previously put a lot of weight on Nvidia, that was also a little bit with ASML. If I remember correctly, ASML was getting destroyed. SMCI was getting destroyed along with it at the same time, and that put a lot of negative weight on the semiconductor sector. But I think if Trump wins tomorrow, I will not be surprised watching Nvidia be the number one company in the market cap. Is Apple back down now? Apple at 3.38, Nvidia at 3.4. So Nvidia once again back to being the number one most expensive company in the public market in the world so far, and potentially continuing to rally higher and put its distance even more. Sadly, Nvidia is actually the biggest seller for SMCI, I think, or the other way around. SMCI sells their components mostly to what Nvidia's parts go into. So SMCI sells like server racks and so on, and Nvidia's components basically are compatible with SMCI or something. That's basically what one of the trader at my workplace, trader loosely, and I'm joking, he's actually a brilliant swing trader, but he's learning to become a day trader. He said that's what SMCI basically does, but SMCI, what a shit show. What an absolute shit show. Nvidia, excited to watch this one with the whole market event going on. IWM catching some traction in the after hours, so potentially watching IWM. SLV, did you move to the high side in the after hours over here? Not really. Silver moving to the downside a little bit. Is gold flushing too? Gold flush too? Okay. Not sure what's going on over there, but maybe that's a market for you to stay away from. Let's quickly go take a look at the economic calendar while I quickly pull up a picture for the who's DMing me on Discord. What do you guys want? DJT pumping. I reloaded too, but I sold and kept in profits. I think DJT is TraderPrad's big trade. Fate of DJT getting closer now. People in my Discord are having a lot of fun talking about the DJT and the election, which is now 120 to 99. The electoral. Is that what it says? No, not electoral. What's the AP again, chat? I forgot what the AP is. The AP. Fuck. What's news network was the AP again? I forgot. All right. Anyways, here's the image I wanted to show you. For potentially keeping an eye on for what could go higher, what could go lower, what to keep an eye out for, what not to keep an eye out for, if who wins and who loses and so on. So here's a quick little picture. Trade policy long, US importers, so from China, renewable energy long, healthcare short, financials long if Trump wins. Quality value, small cap quality. So we're watching small cap run IWM, obviously. Trade policy, short EU exporters to US, short China. China has been, how can I forget? Wow, how can I forget? I almost forgot about this market. This is a sector that really is going to be fun to watch. If Trump wins, which looks like he is, these stocks could get hammered back down. I mean, you could really watch Baba reject 100 and then flush back into 95, flush back into $90. These Chinese market stocks could really struggle tomorrow. So that's a sector that you want to keep an eye on for sure, because tariffs. I will tariff everything. He wants to tariff your every shit coming from China. Every fucking thing, everything. I think if I remember correctly from the Joe Rogan podcast and Trump, everything's getting charged. Period. So short EU exporters to US, short US importers from China, healthcare, financial long. Did you just repeat the exact same thing? Thank you. Commodity equities long. Okay. Momentum, size. What does these mean? Factor impact. Okay. Long small cap, short MLDIRST, whatever that means. Long small cap, shorts. Okay. Whoever created this picture just wanted to screw people's mind over, but I'm glad at least they put in a little bit of value. So China was the value that I forgot to pick up for myself. That's a sector that needs to 100% be on watch tomorrow, along with obviously the earnings names, Chinese sector, and I would say the large cap sector, mainly Tesla. Amazon 200 is very important without a doubt. It rejected off of 200 today. I got a nice short off of 200. If you guys want to see that trade, I could show you that trade real quick. Let me see, find that trade for you. Browser. Amazon 200 gave you, it didn't really get towards 200, so I didn't get to take as much size as I wanted in front of the 200 area, but it did just one shot from 197 to 200, so I didn't expect Amazon to stay above 200 too much. I was able to get short in front of 200, ride that beautiful move to the downside, almost down to 198.50, and then I got stopped out on the way back above 199, basically taking my profits, taking $1 per share, taking a little bit more than $1 per share, and then taking $1 per share again. Basically average $1 per share on that position and enjoying it. Thank you, Amazon. We do know that Papa Bezos has been putting a big wall on Amazon. If I remember correctly, there's actually, I see two numbers. Earnings, sorry, not earnings whisper. I don't really know this person's tweet. Oh, but you know what? I posted it in my... There it is. So this person says that Bezos sold 1 million shares at 200.07 on November 1st, but Unusual Whales... Oh, it's not. I'm gonna say, like, what the fuck? The fuck? Unusual Whales, however, says that he sold way more than 1 million shares, if I remember correctly. God damn it, you treat so much, Unusual. This is just November 4th. Is there a search? There we go. Jeff Bezos sold 16 million shares of Amazon worth $3 billion on November 1st. Nuts. Fucking nuts. 16 million shares apparently being sold. $3 billion from Papa Bezos. So yeah, that was something from Bezos. So watching is the Bezos wall. If it's still there, if he's still propping the stock below 200 and liquidating his value below 200 on Amazon because he needs to buy his brand new wife a bigger yacht. Get your mind out of the gutter, chat. A bigger yacht, right? And if he wants to do that for his wife, who are we to stop him, right, chat? Who are we to stop him? Is she even married to him now? She's not married to him. Not married to him. I think she's a girlfriend, right? I don't know. I'm not sure. Anyways, Amazon, Tesla, Nvidia. You could potentially watch Microsoft, Apple, Google, but you know, the bigger names for me are Meta, Nvidia, Tesla. Meta mainly because that was the most bullish large cap name when large caps were moving, you know, or even doing nothing. Meta was the one really charging to the high side. So if anything, if market really moves higher, I think Meta in this dip buy areas for a move right back into all-time high doesn't seem like a bad idea at all. So we'll be watching to see how Meta sets up. Besides that, when it comes to the other large caps, I'm only focusing on Tesla because Tesla, you know, Elon has been very pro-Trump so far going into DJT. Talking about the person, not stock, going into DJT's campaign over here. So if Trump actually ends up winning, I think Elon and Tesla will actually benefit big time from this. I can see Trump, you know, basically cutting checks to Tesla, cutting checks to SpaceX, backhand rubs over here coming from you know, Trump and Elon. I will not be doubting that case at all. So we'll be watching how those set up. IWM breaking out a little bit in the after hours. This will be very, very important to keep an eye on, as very clearly that image that we just took a look at mentioned that small caps is something to keep an eye out for. If that's true, then IWM should be potentially moving into the 52-week high and then maybe even higher over the next few days, next few weeks, as next few years. Come on, baby. Next 4 years, make the market great again. I'm so excited for the stock market. It's going to be so much fun to trade this market with everything exactly I know for the last year. I now know how to look for the right setups, to have the right amount of patience. Well, that's a lie because I don't have the right amount of patience. I could still be way better, right? But I know so much more now than I did back then. I am so excited for Trump's victory if it comes today. Come on, baby. I'm ready to roll the dice on these markets and actually become the day trader I've always wanted to be. So let's get this paper, baby. Let's get this paper. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if you understand how excited I am for the stock market. In fact, so much so that I might have to just call the stream here and get a good night's rest just so I could be ready, locked and loaded for tomorrow. Just be absolutely locked and loaded in the zone. Trading in the zone like how I was trading Palantir today, just absolutely locked in. I had the long, I had the short, I had the flip, I flipped back long, I took the profits. I was just in the zone, but I could have all done way better on all of that. So just gotta be you know, 1% better than the last day, and I feel like I'm doing it. I'm on a 3-day green streak, and honestly, I've been killing it for the last 3 days. Probably the best start to the month I've had in all year. Scratch all year, probably the best start to the month I've had in all of my 4 years of trading. So I'm so excited to see what future brings for me, for you, for us, for the market. Come on, Trump daddy. 270 to win, and we have him at 137 right now. You see the image right there. Right there. 137 to 270. We're not that far out to getting Trump daddy's victory. Let me quickly show you guys the economic calendar tomorrow just for the election. There's almost nothing in store over here. We're great. We only got the crude oil inventories at 10:30. Then you got the 30-year bond auction at 1 o'clock. So basically nothing really too important other than the bond auction. And if you trade the crude oil inventory, such as the oil markets, the XOMs, the XLEs, and so on, then maybe you care about the 10:30 number. But we're just expecting all of that to potentially have a little bit of a rally. Did they talk about XLE or anything going up to the north side? No, but they are saying that healthcare, which is, what is the healthcare's XBI? This is the biotech one, right? What is the healthcare sector? XLV. All right, this one's on watch. Obviously XLF because of the banking sector, that one's on watch too. JP Morgan, which was a name that recently got slammed back down to $200, then it rallied back into all-time high, created a solid base into all-time high. If this stock breaks all-time high, I mean, come on, that's a setup right there for you to be involved in. So setting up an alert right into, you know what, I'll put it over here. Setting up an alert on JP Morgan either for a short from here or a long through there. So many setups coming into play tomorrow. Oh my goodness, I'm not gonna have enough attention span to put my eyes on all of these names and actually trade all of them, and nor will you. So our job, ladies and gentlemen, will be to really find the one or two plays that we think are the best tomorrow, potentially DJT, potentially Tesla, and really focus on what we're doing on those two names. Palantir might not be a bad name tomorrow also. I'm just throwing that one out there, right? So you have to really focus on your names tomorrow that you are prepping for. If you're prepping for the same names as me, then I would say I'm focusing on Palantir, DJT, and Tesla. These are my main focus. Tomorrow morning there could be something completely different. You know, let's see how Bitcoin sets up going into the overnight. If I'm sleeping right now and I wake up, Bitcoin's at 80K, 90K, 100K, then my main focus might not even be Nvidia and Tesla or Palantir or DJT. It might now be Coinbase, MSTR, IBIT, right? So you gotta be able to be flexible. Whatever game plan you make now might have to be a completely new game plan tomorrow pre-market, because events are going to take place like that. So we are going to be very, very patient. Oh my God, they're gonna call it. Come on. 177 to 270. They're just gonna call it. Trump is winning. It's over, guys. This is a wrap. This is a wrap. Okay? Trump is winning. This is over. So at this point, we're watching Bitcoin now be 3.5% up. Look at the market pricing in the win for Trump. The higher the numbers keep on going for Trump, the higher Bitcoin percentage, the higher crypto percentages keep going. So I'll be a little shocked if Bitcoin doesn't go to 100 tonight. But I also will be I also will be shocked if it does go to 100. So it's kind of both things for me. I'll be very sad first because I don't own any more Bitcoin. I used to own Bitcoin from 50K. I held it against me a little bit and then I got out for profit. So it's gonna suck not owning Bitcoin, especially if it goes to 100K right now. And I don't have any exposure to cryptocurrencies at all. So this is going to be very, very sad watching this. But as a day trader, I'm a day trader. I'm not an investor. I'm not a swing trader. Eventually I'll become all of those, right? I'm still very new to this game, still very new to the business. So eventually I'll start being a swing trader. Then I can, really start having the regret. As a day trader, this is all about excitement. This is all about, setting up and being ready to hammer the trades tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be a monster opportunity, ladies and gentlemen. Let's home run. Prepare your scenarios. There's actually a great tweet from Brian Shannon. My boy Brian Shannon. Amazing tweet. Go check him out. Alpha Trends. Amazing tweet over here. Let's go check him out real quick. There we go. How will you feel tomorrow morning if the market gaps up and continues to run? How about if it gaps up and then fails miserably? What about a gap down and continue lower? Or a gap down and reverse violently higher? Will you be on the sidelines regretting your position today and chase? Will you go on XA? See, I told you so. Will you be okay missing an initial move? More important, do you have a strategy that you can implement with discipline for whatever unfolds after the open? All right, so this is going to be what you have to focus on. If you just look at these couple question marks and create a scenario for yourself for each scenario. If the market does this, I will do that. If the market does this, then I will do that instead. And at the last, if the market does this, then I'll do, at the last come last, I'll do this over here, potentially sit out, maybe size down. You have to not only focus on the bullish scenarios, but also on the bearish scenarios. So focus on all type of events, even flat scenarios where the market doesn't do too much, right? Maybe it's been buy the rumor. We've been buying up the rumor this whole time that Trump is gonna win, and then it's gonna be sell the event, sell the news. And when the news drops, which is obviously Trump victory, we might have a sell-off event first. The last time the market actually where Trump won, we had a 5% move down into a halt, and then the market went up 150, 200, 300 points. I'm talking about the futures over here. The market went down 5%, halted, ripped up 300 points or some shit like that. Okay, so anything is possible. So watching very closely to events that play out overnight. I would love to be on for you all night, but sadly, I'm getting tired. It's time for me to call it. Get some chores done. Watch the election. Maybe whip out a little bit of whiskey for Trump Daddy's victory. So cheers to everybody who's drinking over there for Trump Daddy's victory. If you voted Trump, shout out to you. You are enjoying the victory. If you voted Harris, I apologize, but looks like you might be taking the L. I, however, don't have any horse in this race, so I don't really care who wins. But I actually do care who wins because the market will be giving me opportunities based on whoever the winner is. I guess I don't really care who wins because if Cameo wins, the market should go lower and that should be good for day trading for me anyways. If Trump wins, that's Trump market's gonna be up and that should be good for day trading anyways. If Harris actually wins, that's very good for me if you think about it, because I'm sitting with cash on the side that I could deploy on the market. So if the markets pull back, I could deploy that cash and put it into the markets finally. But if Trump wins, the market could keep rallying and be bad for me, so I have to be cash on the side a little bit more, and I just get to deploy my day trading skills into a higher level and get more out of what I know already. So there's no lose-lose for me. It's only win-win for me. So I'm excited for the future. Hopefully things plan out for you Americans over there. I wish you guys the best. Happy election day, and may your person win. May the best person win. Okay, how about may the best person win, and may things get better on all sides. May things get better on all sides for everybody. I wish you guys a great market day tomorrow. Once again, happy election day. Markets are going to be wild. Historically, election days have offered some of the best returns to go long to anything. Some of the best returns, period. So keeping those stats in mind, history repeats itself on the market. If you're in doubt, look left. Go look at the previous 4 years ago, what happened on the market, and maybe you'll be able to replicate a little bit of similar patterns and apply those patterns to take advantage tomorrow night. This is the end of the stream. 9 hours 20 minutes. Thank you for coming by. I know I didn't stream Monday, so I apologize for that, but we will be back. Actually, all right, we'll save. I'll be back for the rest of the week, and then we'll decide what the play is for streams, because I want to transition from streams to video pattern. I'll probably drop a video a night talking about my watch list real quick, and then talking about the levels that I'm interested in, and then I want to drop videos more instead of live streams. So I want to move into video patterns more, but I'm wondering if I do that, will that take away more time from me that I wanna put in studying the market, or if I want to put it in other areas where I want to actually study and so on. So I want to move into video format instead of live streaming format, and we might do that for about a year. We did live stream for a year. I might want to do video for a year and see how that works out for the channel. And if anything, we can come back to live stream for the next year. We're not going anywhere. We're here to stay, baby. We're here to stay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to call it here. The outro is already playing, I believe. So yeah, we're gonna call it here. I'll see you guys tomorrow. TraderPrad out. Good luck on the markets. Peace.
My big screen over here, back to another brand new week of After the After Hours with your host TraderPrad. I'm doing great. Hopefully you guys are joining me on that great side. Markets are moving around. Might just be a risk on type of day, so let's see what happens. 8 o'clock tomorrow, as you guys know, we do the stream Monday to Thursday, 8 p.m. Shout out to my affiliate sponsors, Benzinga, Trade Ideas, the #1 scanner to go to, Trader Sync, promo code down below, promo code PRAD15 to get 15% off. I will catch you guys tomorrow, 8 o'clock, same time, same place. Until then, TraderPrad out. Adios.